We spend half of our lives trying to pretending to be somebody else, and the other half trying to figure out who we actually are. I tried pretending to be someone else for years. Spoiler alert, I'm telling you, it's exhausting and the pay, it's terrible. But today, I want to talk about how a messy childhood can make you, it can actually trick you to hating yourself. I want to tell you how I sat in a courtroom, faced a judge, looked at his eyes and lie about a completely fabricated lie at just 12 years old. All because a drowning child can grab onto a razor blade if they think it will make them float. When you're a firstborn child in a broken home, you don't get to be a child. You get a job. You become the shield. Every single mistake my siblings made was placed squarely on my shoulders. The maltreatment was so constant, so heavy, that it suffocated me. It made me hate the very walls of my own home. So I ran. I fled to my grandmother, begging for sanctuary. But poverty has a way of kicking you around, chasing you around. My grandma was not able to feed us like that. By then there was food here, but she didn't want to stay with me. For some reasons, I don't know why. And eventually, I had to go to the streets, sleep in the streets. The cold streets became my bed. When you are a child sleeping outside on the concrete, looking up at a massive sky, you realize how truly invisible you are. You realize nobody is coming to save you. So you decide to save yourself, no matter the cost. I wanted a new home. I wanted new parents, new environment so bad, so desperately that I even started lying. And my first lie, I told strangers that I was an orphan when I knew I had both parents. But unfortunately, the world doesn't save orphans so fast. So one day I had to tell. I actually don't know where the lies were coming from. They were just coming off. That's how desperate I was. I told one woman I was raped. It wasn't just a story. It became a full state case. I sat in a real courtroom. I faced a judge. I looked adults in the eye and defended a completely fabricated lie. All because the truth of my actual life was too painful for the world to care. I didn't weaponize a lie because I was evil. I weaponized it because I was drowning. And after the courtroom, the system stepped in. I was taken to a Catholic children's home. And after, I was sponsored by 2 couples from abroad through an organization called ABC Children's Home. On paper, it looked like a miracle. I was far away from my people, I was far away from home, I was far away from the environment that I hated so much. But here is the terrifying thing. A terrifying thing about trauma. You can run away, you can change your address, but you can. I walked into this new world with 1,000 new experiences. But to shock you, I still had the same low self-esteem. I felt entirely invisible. So, I became a shapeshifter. I spun undeniable lies. I actually faked in my entire life. I faked entirely my whole life just to fit in. To shock you, I started stealing. I stole people's things, my fellow children's things. You wouldn't believe the lengths I went to. But deep down, I knew it was a bad thing to do. Deep down, I know that stealing is a bad thing to do. I know that lying is a bad thing to do. But here, when you grow in a family or in an environment where you have nobody to ask for simple basic need, where you grow with absolutely nothing, stealing becomes your way of taking back the control. I thought that maybe if I wanted to be loved or to fit in, I had to be someone else entirely. But no, I was wrong, totally wrong. In the middle of trying to fit in, I met new friends, or at least I thought they were friends. But to tell you, these people dragged my self-esteem to the mud. They dragged my self-esteem down to the mud. Just because I came from a Maasai land, had a brown red hair, my legs were a little bit knocked. If I stand, you will see my legs are not completely straight. One of my legs is knocked, so I had knocked legs, and I looked like a very unhealthy child. And knowing that, they insulted me. They physically insulted me. I remember they told me that I'm just a Maasai girl, that I'm unhealthy, and that I hate Kosciuszko. When you're already fighting to believe that you deserve to exist, then having people physically insulting you, attack your physical appearance, makes you wanna shrink and completely disappear. And then the House of Cards collapsed. People found out I was the one stealing from them. Then the house of cards collapsed. People found out that I was the one stealing from them, that I was the one stealing from other kids. The hatred towards me multiplied by 100, by 1,000s. You cannot imagine the noise that was running inside my head, inside my mind. You cannot imagine how violently my heart was beating. I was exposed, hated, and entirely alone at the absolute bottom. But grace finds you in the strangest ways. I remember one afternoon I was just sitting outside at a lonely corridor. I was singing. When I was alone, I used to like singing. So I remember I was singing a Westlife song, Solidad. Just out of nowhere, a boy that I knew had crushed on me. He had crushed on me. He stood there and said, "Oh, you have a nice voice. Uko na sauti poa." That one piece of unexpected kindness changed the trajectory of my entire life. He introduced me to our Sunday school teacher, of which our Sunday school teacher knew me, but not that deep. But by good luck, they were friends. So he was like, "Hey, udem anaimba poa, anaimba fiti, kona sauti poa." And that teacher, he didn't see a thief. He didn't see a broken child from Loitoktok, unhealthy child or Koshiako girl from Loitoktok. He saw me. He loved me. He listened to me. Remember, he told me, "Sing for me, let me hear your voice." I was shy, but I sang. But he listened to me. He valued every single piece of He valued every single piece of who I was. I remember he used to tell me that my vibe, my spirit, who I was, my personality, reminded him of his late sister. May her soul rest in peace. Everything about what he used to tell me, knowing that I brought that kind of meaning to his life, made me want to change, made me want to be a better person. So I stopped stealing. I didn't actually stop lying, but I learned how to keep quiet. I learned how to zip my mouth. I dropped every bad habit I could drop, I did. Because when the rest of the world is working against you, rejecting you, you will guard your one safe place. You will guard your one safe haven with your life. You will guard it with your whole life. Even if it takes your last breath. Because of how he treated me, how he made me look in other people's face. People wanted to be my friends. Some people wanted to be called my friends. They came close to me now. Suddenly, people wanted to be my friend. He took me places. He made me feel so special. He made me even forget of who I was. He made me forget every piece of what I was doing, who I was, and a little bit of where I come from. But school terms end. I had to go back home. Deep inside me, I really never wanted to go back home. I never wanted to go home. But I'm a firstborn child. I have to go home. I have to go and see. I had reasons to go back home. I wanted to go and see my siblings, how far they've grown, what is going on around them, and maybe a little bit to see if the environment has changed on me. But I'm telling you, I went back home, saw my siblings. I was happy about seeing them, but the experience was still the same. I went back home to the exact cold reality. It's as if it was written like the universe it's like the universe was trying to tell me that this is your fate. To this day, I sit here in front of this camera. I actually don't understand. I still don't understand why it had to be that way. It pains. And this is why I never learned to love my childhood home. I never learned to love my childhood experience. I never loved my home. Sometimes home isn't a place for your safety. It's just a place for your survival. It's a place for you to survive. When you suddenly go from unseen child to be seen, the world, everybody around you gets jealous. This guy was treating me so special. He was treating me like I'm so delicate. He was giving me the love that I was yearning for years. He protected me. He made me feel safe. Now hate speech started. People started hating me because of him. And he was just like, he was a school dad to me. He was a godfather to me. Even his girlfriends wanted to fight me. They hated me. The staffs, they got overprotective. They wanted to protect me so bad. From him, when being with him makes me feel so safe, makes me want to be the better version of me, makes me want to be me. But they wanted to protect me from that. They told me that men are just men, they never changed. Men were born from one cloth. He's just a man like the rest. But I was safe with him. He had a way of convincing people that he had a way of putting people on a straight line. He was so realistic. And he did care. Both of us were don't cares. So you tell him about me, you tell me about him, I won't care. I will listen, but I won't care. Later, you will see us together, laughing, creating memories, making moments special. We used to quarrel, yeah. And that's because I was growing, wanting different things, having different perspectives, but that he didn't broke us. He understood me. He understood every bit of me growing. Instead, it made us stronger. The bond was even much stronger. But now, as we are growing, life has a way of taking people away from us. He finished school. He had to leave, go outside, start his life. And I had to stay back. Even though sometimes he was visiting when he could, coming to see us, coming to see me, stay back. But still, he was missing in my space. Not having him to protect me the way he used to protect me, not having him to make me feel safe, not having him to, on those after church on Sundays, we will have moments like sit, talk about things that made us happy, things that makes us sad, songs that we loved the first day we met. And even though he would come back, I still missed him in my place. I didn't have him anymore to protect me. So that triggered a lot. Missing him in my space, not having somebody to talk to, not being protected, it triggered. I want you to ask yourself something. When your mentor or your protector leaves, who do you become in the dark? What does it trigger? But for me, it triggered every bit of it. And this time, it was extreme. Because I was not that clueless child anymore. I was not that clueless little girl anymore. I knew things. I grew. I now know about boyfriends. I know how to create a lie. I know how to tell lies. I discovered even new places to hide my reality. At worst of all, I had mastered new arts of deception. I knew even greater ways to lie. I knew ways to convince you. And I did that to get what I want, to be where I want to be, to fit. I'm sharing this because so many people think that once you get a mentor or a safe place, you automatically change. You automatically heal. But no. When he leaves or when you don't have it anymore, who do you become in the dark? Who do you become when it triggers every bit of it? When was the last time you looked at yourself in the mirror and said, I like that person? What is that belief from your childhood experience that you have that is not genuinely true? It's not genuinely true. It's just a belief. What part of yourself are you still punishing yourself for? What are you punishing yourself for up to date? Trauma has a way of convincing you that your true self or your truth isn't enough to matter. So you create a nightmare. You create a nightmare just to be heard. But accepting yourself isn't about being perfect. Accepting yourself isn't about being perfect. It's about looking back at your messy past and saying, oh yeah, that happened. But it doesn't have to describe or write the rest of my story. So glad you're here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.